This girl.
Yeah.
So who's this lady?
That's the girl that now Pete Davidson, that piece of shit, is dating.
Let's go to my original news article now.
He went from Ariana Grande to Kim Kardashian to now Emily Ratajkowski, who I think is one of the hottest women in the world.
So he's just like a pickup artist, but
open.
at the highest level.
Yes.
I guess he's got a big cock.
He started as a stand-up comedian, and he slowly became a pickup artist. He was really promising as a comedian back at the start.
When he was, now he doesn't, I guess he doesn't put any time into it. I doubt he's doing 5 sets a week. I doubt he's doing any sets.
Listen,
honestly, a week.
Listen, everybody. This is a warning. We have pulled up an article about Giselle Bündchen vacationing in Costa Rica with a jiu-jitsu teacher.
That's I don't read the news. That's Tom Brady's lover.
Yes.
Yeah, or ex now. Yeah.
Not lover that's putting it lightly. They were married for 15, 12 years?
12 years, I think.
So get this. I used to teach jiu-jitsu at this little school in Rancho Cordova, California. I was the kids instructor. The adult instructor was a brown belt who looked like the guy that Ben spotted pushing a shopping cart into a van downstairs.
Who I thought was you. But it was from across the way.
Filming a bit.
No, he's over by the Smartin final.
I thought it was a bit.
Break your glasses. So this fucking guy.
It's dark.
This guy who smells. This guy, I'm pretty sure the dude lived in a van to come back to Vans, beard down to his nipples. He would watch me teach the kids. And one of the kids, young Latino boy, Latinx Leo. Leo likes the proper terms. He's very politically correct. Yeah. But this little boy had a mom who was a bombshell Latina. Big fucking tits, drove up in a brand new Mercedes that her sugar daddy husband bought for her. And she would always sit next to Brad, the homeless looking adult jiu-jitsu instructor, watching our classes. Well, it got around the gym, maybe 3 months later, that Mexican Latina woman, Latinx, excuse me, had divorced her rich husband because he had discovered she was fucking the bummy jiu-jitsu instructor.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
There's something about jiu-jitsu instructors. There are so many.
It's obvious. This guy is the only guy that can get under Tom Brady's skin because he knows he can kill him one-on-one. Tom Brady can't do shit against this guy.
Tom Brady could snap his fingers and an army of African-American men who run 4.40s would assemble in front of Tom Brady to burn down this guy's jiu-jitsu school and beat the fuck out of every student.
Now that's true, but the guy, I bet you he probably has an accent too.
He probably has a big cock.
He's got a big cock.
He's got a big cock.
He might have a bigger cock than Tom Brady. You know that we had a guy that played on the team that saw Tom Brady's cock and he didn't want to say how big it was. So I think it's probably an average cock, Danny. It's fair to say.
This guy's got a big cock. Yeah. But scroll down. Look how shady this is. A year and a half ago, they were training jiu-jitsu together. Look at that picture on the right, Leo.
That's so fucked, Danny.
I see guys.
I would be pissed.
There are girls in my jiu-jitsu gym. I see it all the time, and I just go, this is great that you're here, but if you have a boyfriend or a husband, I hope they're just resigned to the fact that eventually you're going to blow a guy in his car after practice.
Yeah.
Without him taking a shower.
Think this guy popped a boner? You think he popped a boner when he was rolling with Giselle?
I think so, man. She's only one of the most well-paid supermodels, if not the most well-paid supermodel of all time.
This is bullshit.
I think people just ladies like instructors of things.
They do.
Isn't that a thing in the beginning of that Ben Stiller movie when Jennifer Aniston? What is
scuba
it?
guy?
The guy
scuba guy.
He kind of looks like me, to be honest. When I put my hair down.
Yes,
kind of does.
The French scuba guy who ends up banging the shit out of Ben Stiller's new wife. Absolutely, there's something about being in a position of power, and obviously, objectively, this guy is. He's less than Tom Brady's toe lint after a football practice.
Sure.
On the hierarchy of status and power, that's where he is. But when she walks in there and takes a lesson, and when she sees him teaching a class, he is the alpha in that room, and therefore her brain is tricked into thinking he's as good as Tom Brady.
I think it goes further. I think you've talked about this before, but that guy is eating her pussy passionately, maybe even her asshole, doing things that Tom hasn't done in 10 years, Danny.
Oh, yeah.
Tom's seen that vagina. She probably had a couple. I mean, she had his children. He might have been in the room during the birth.
Tom Brady, he won't even fuck me during football season no more. Oh, babe, he won't fuck you during the football season? I will eat your asshole after the practice. We make a I teach you,
Yeah.
I teach you the De La Riva half guard
I get a
sweep.
choke out Tom Brady.
I teach you. We play a little half igual, and then we go to the showers, baby. And I lick you. You shit on my face.
First time they hooked up was 100% after practice, dude.
Oh, dude, so
you think she
sweaty.
shit on his face?
I think she shit on his. They're Brazilian. They like to do some weird shit.
Dude, I would eat Giselle. Dude, I have a fantasy about getting not cucked, but a little dominated by a very powerful woman. And,
Like a really. So are you one of those guys that want to be really tiny?
No, I don't want to be really.
You know what I'm
tiny.
talking
Yeah,
about,
I didn't
right?
know what you're talking about.
Like
yeah.
a guy that's like that big. Where's the camera? Where's the camera?
Cameras. There are a bunch of
Right
them.
there. It's that big. A guy that's that big.
What are you talking about?
Have you seen the fantasies guys have where they're like, they see a little guy like this big and they're sitting next to a woman with huge breasts?
Yeah.
And then just a guy commenting under it going, man, I wish that were me.
Yeah, he wants,
I wish
he
I were
wants
that
to go
small.
directly into her vagina. You know what I mean?
That's
like
weird.
a fucking
I watched a
dildo.
documentary about Robert Crumb, the cartoonist who drew very big ladies. He wanted to have sex with Bigfoot. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
my God.
He's one of the most famous
I
cartoonists
hope he's
ever.
dead.
But if you could you pull up the cartoonist Robert Crumb, just to make sure I'm not insane. But anyway,
Keep your girlfriend out of jiu-jitsu. That's the moral of that story, people.
you guys will probably recognize his
He's not dead.
drawings of some kind. Could you bring up his? Can you scroll down here? Or yeah, there we go. Just bring up any drawing. You recognize the designs, right?
They do look
see that?
familiar.
Yeah, he's like one of the most famous cartoonists ever. But can you type in Robert Crumb Sasquatch? His fantasy was because as I watched in the documentary,
How's his Google speed? Is it up to snuff, Ben?
it's pretty damn good. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm not fast. Yeah, not bad.
We were gonna have you and Austin go at a Google off, producer Google off.
And we thought about having Dino sit next to you and go on a Tim Dillon-esque rant for 5 minutes.
That's very funny.
and see what Ben did in response.
But so growing up, there was this show on television where it was. Do you remember this show? It was like I think it's from the 70s or the 60s. There was a Tarzan lady who was really big. She was like the queen of the jungle.
Uh-huh.
He was sexually coming into being watching that show on TV. So Eddie,
Wow.
he was so horny. But when you're really horny for something that doesn't exist and there's no internet, there's no rule. What is it? Rule 34 or whatever.
You draw.
You have to. He's so horny. He became an artist.
Wow.
So he just started drawing these really big women he wanted to climb on top of and have sex.
It's funny
with.
because we were talking about how Dino actually draws hentai porn for Austin to jerk off to, and they're brothers. It's really odd.
That's so funny. Is that real?
Yeah.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, they've done that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Dino,
pretty dope. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Dino, that's a little bit gay. You have to admit.
It's like, how do you know what gets Austin off so well?
Oh, that rules.
You dirty little
He's
bastard.
jizzing on one of your creations, and you put your heart and soul into your creations.
It's-
He's sort of jizzing on you.
yeah.
People are gonna believe that.
It's true. No, Leo's
true.
drank enough whiskey that just came to him.
It's the truth.